Hi guys, it is day 121 of the national lockdown here in South Africa. Last night was a bit of a party and I certainly felt it uh, today. um, yeah, so we have this pandemic and the government has literally destroyed the country. Why? Because they're not opening up their economy. A lot of people think that South Africa is heading the same way as Zimbabwe, which is quite a concern because my family, we only can go to South Africa. Where else can we go? Trust we can try and move to the Isle of Man, but we don't have like a British passport in all of us to do that. But anyway, so that's crappy. The only thing that I could suggest for you guys to do is to support your restaurants. Um, it's pretty safe, and and I know that you guys are liking to have a glass of wine or a beer with your food. I feel you. That's what we're wanting to do as well. But at this moment of time, the restaurants, the coffee shops need you right now. They need you to come in, have something to eat. I have noticed that my friend likes to support absolutely everybody as much as he possibly can, but he can't just do it on his own. You need to support them. I'm not too sure what has happened today, but yesterday they used water cannons on peaceful protesters. They were just on the side of the road. Even though they stated that the protest was illegal, but it's no one is stopping you from standing in front of your place of business with a poster. Maybe about the latest thing on the menu or protesting about something. But if it's an individual thing, you should not be attacked like that. And I find it extremely, extremely offensive because there have been protesters or protests in the past and they've never ever used water cannons until now. Is it because they're white? Dare I say that? Which is a very touchy subject in South Africa, but I see things with merit. Another thing that happened yesterday, almost over 100 prisoners escaped prison. These 100 people or criminals were awaiting trial or a court case or a court hearing. And I'm just thinking, how can you have over 100 people at a courthouse? I mean, I saw the video yesterday. It was scary. Just imagine having 30 people running towards you, all dressed in orange, and they're all undressing. You know, it's quite madness. Went to a funeral yesterday, and they weren't allowed to sing. And I'm thinking, why aren't you allowed to sing? You are wearing a mask. You can sing with a mask on. A lot of people state that that's the reason why most of the cases went up because of the choirs in the churches. But I'm just thinking, okay, the choirs are over there and they're singing. How's that going to affect me if I'm wearing a mask? Yeah, so this church was extremely big. It was huge. Only 30 people. They say that you can only allow 50 people in a church at one time. That's including the technicians, the priest, the minister, what have you. But my thing is that the church is big enough to hold at least 200 people. Surely 100 people can be there. I mean, the church is huge. I think these people are making stupid decisions, and the people of this country is the one who is now paying the price. I mean, Cyril Ramaphosa praised the Western Cape for finally plateauing at this moment of time because Gauteng is like out of control. But he mustn't think that the government had something to do with that. It wasn't the ANC government, it was the Western Cape government, which is run by the DA. They're the ones from the get-go told us, guys, we're going into 5 weeks of national lockdown. We are actually making up hospitals. The numbers are going to double because we're going to do progressive testing. Progressive, aggressive. I'm sure it's aggressive testing. Or on the hotspots, that's where the viruses were replaced. Not placed. They weren't placed there. Where the viruses were. And that is the reason why the Western Cape received so many cases of infection, because they were doing a lot of testing. Yeah, so that is the reason why. I fear for this country right now, and I don't know what to do about it. What can we do about it? This is day 121, and I'll see you tomorrow.